friends, we just got our 5K run in. It was beautiful, broke a sweat. Sun in our eyes, Huberman would be proud. And now we're tipping it off with a little Z-dip. Started off with a beautiful, active morning. Feels like we won the day already. And already 8 AM, gonna get to work. First cup of coffee waiting in the kitchen. Smells so good. And yeah, the goal of this next few days is really just to spend time with friends who are also part of the core team at Notus and the company. And we want to use the opportunity to spend time together, have a great routine and just get into a good rhythm, but also to really set the stage for a killer Q3. And so that means going through all the bottlenecks that we've identified inside of the business, going through all the different opportunities, all of the different team members, ideas, contacts, partners, clients, all of that, to then say, okay, what are we focusing on in the next quarter? What do we say yes to, but then what do we subsequently also say no to? And so what better way to do those things than in such an environment? So gonna get to it now. Just launched our first newsletter. We're gonna send it out twice per month and just share the most golden nuggets we've identified around all the things that we do in our business. So personal branding, best practices, how to run a B2B content engine, how we create content, how we build up a team, how we come up with ideas, how we structure strategies, how we go from setting up a profile and a strategy to setting up the ongoing processes around, as I already said, the content creation, but also how to do community management and how to turn the attention that you generate with your content on platforms like LinkedIn into actual deals. And so we are constantly experimenting with our business and seeing what works for us and our clients. And the awesome thing is that whatever then works, we can talk about in our content, which leads to more attention for us, but also creates more value for the audience. And so that's also the goal with the newsletter, to just have another vehicle that we can use to push out the best content we can. So launching it today, twice per month, called the Content Founder, because we're all about content, not just content creation, but also living a content life. So newsletter out 2 times per month. Check it out, thecontentfounder.com. Now quick coffee and protein bar break, because our boy Selim actually got us some treasures. Look at this, the dream. I spent the last hour first going over website changes with the website development team and just approve/gave feedback on everything. And so Friday we have the final handover call, and then we're done with the website V2, and we're also going to roll out a whole new design system and brand assets for everyone across all the channels to make sure we have a consistent digital presence. And then I created a partnership agreement/referral program page. It's just a Notion page that I share with current clients and partners of ours, and just aim to incentivize them to bring new, partners into our ecosystem. So commission-based, but clear alignments, clear agreements, clear process outlines. So I shared that with 5 of our existing clients who said they would love to refer us. And now we got a new person in the building. What's good, Mr. Radman? Hello, hello.
Bro,
welcome to the crib.
Literally sweaty
We got our boy Luca handling the client calls outside. And actually what Luca is doing right now is one of the core processes of our agency service, and that is what we call a content call. So he's interviewing a client of ours for 1 hour and just discussing questions and updates from the client's business and whatever else might be relevant. And he's recording that conversation to then turn the conversation into actual content. In this client's case, it is LinkedIn posts. And so they're doing this convo to generate fresh input that then our team will turn into LinkedIn posts and publish on his personal profile. So that is the core piece to our service, and also one of the things I enjoy the most, because we just get to talk to smart founders and entrepreneurs, and we learn from them, we build relationships, but we then also turn these insightful conversations and we into effective content when we get to package them in a way so that they reach more people, which in turn helps our clients to reach their goals. So this is what we do. This is Wednesday, June 19th, first official day of being here in Barcelona. Feeling good. We have a sales handover in 3 minutes to brief one of our content strategists on the new project that is kicking off next week already. So this is what I'm doing in 2 minutes, and I'm gonna try one of these Aquarius Zero drinks as well. What is this? Is it like a Gatorade competitor?
I've never tried it.
What's the pitch?
Fucking 5 a.m.
Oh shit, it's following my fist. This boy already getting into it.
100%. Had a morning swim.
Look at this. Shh, 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 shh.
So,
What kind of
Yeah.
meetings did you have? What was the purpose of the meetings? What did you
I
do?
had team internal meetings, actually aligning tasks that we have for our clients that weren't fulfilled to the standard that we have here at Notus. So that's always interesting to see the reaction and kind of find that communication and balance on feedback and like constructive feedback and actually supporting and making it work. So kind of calling out the errors that have occurred and then making it work in the future for better cases. And I feel like today that worked really well. Shout out to the team for being open. And yeah, I think even though there are still things that we have to tackle, I feel very much motivation from the team and the willingness to actually turn this around. And I think I also prolonged now as action steps the weekly meetings I have with both of these team members from 15 to 30 minutes. I have a longer check-in and actually go through all steps and have the time to speak about these things.
How do you structure the one-on-ones?
Well, that's actually interesting feedback, because I got the feedback, hey, instead of asking me everything goes fine and what are potential bottlenecks, I should go through all micro steps of the project to make sure that they can't just answer, yeah, good, but actually be like, do you do this? And then I have to be like, yes or no. Do you do this? Yes or no. And I said, oh, that's such an interesting thought, because I think that's the absolute bare minimum. And that shouldn't even be in question if we do that. But if it's necessary, I'm willing to do. So I guess I will change it a bit.
So what is the structure now? How do you approach your
The
meetings?
structure is like, hey, how's it going? You got Project X and Project Y. For these two projects, the part of our fulfillment that they have booked and paid for as a service are these 5 core pieces. Are we fulfilling number 1? Yes. Okay, good. Are we fulfilling number 2? Yes. Okay, good. Are we fulfilling number 3? No. Well then, let's dive into why this is not happening and since when it has not been happening, and yeah, turn it around much more quickly than it has happened right now.
Nice. So Luca runs our fulfillment team, which means that he manages all of the content strategists who work directly with our clients. And he's really growing in that leadership role. And I was listening in from the sidelines on how he's handling, let's say also when someone does not do what they were supposed to do or not at the level that they were supposed to do, which is an interesting challenge and one of the probably hardest things to do when you scale an agency is to maintain consistent quality across the board. Because, you know, when you start a service business, you just do the work yourself. That's also what I did initially. And also Luca was just working on client projects. And then you set a certain standard, you deliver a certain quality. But then once you start growing a team and you start delegating some of these fulfillment tasks to other team members, it's harder to maintain the quality. And so what we have as our internal infrastructure is that Luca runs our content strategist / project fulfillment team, So he's ultimately responsible for the success and quality of all the projects, which means that he holds the individual project leads accountable and make sure that they fulfill the standards that he is supposed to fulfill. And then what we have to make sure that his content strategists are actually on point and get, you know, ongoing development is our Content Strategist Academy. So this is a training program that we've developed and are currently revamping / upgrading with the help of Max Radman over there, to bring someone from zero to being a good, if not great, content strategist who is able to then work in Luca's fulfillment team. Or alternatively, we help companies develop those people in-house. And fun enough, the next call that Luca has is with an employee of one of our clients, because he's training her on becoming a content strategist so that she can do what we would do for our clients in-house for that client. And so those are kind of like the two models that we're currently monetizing as part of our service / consulting business. But there's much more going on and a lot of ideas in our heads. And we just got to take it one piece at a time. And my biggest takeaway of the last few months really is the importance of just the people you hire and the team you build. Because I couldn't be doing what I'm doing now and focus on the things that I'm focusing on now if I didn't have someone like Luca who helps me actually run the day-to-day business.